What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here to talk to you about craft tacos. Address is in the description. So before I tell you about the tale of how I ate the worst tacos in Westchester, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on TikTok, please follow me. So now let's get into our tale of misery and woe that happened when I went to Craft Taco. So before I get into this story, can I ask y'all a question? Can I crash out a bit? It took everything in me to not go off when I went up into this place because it was that bad. So first off, there were signs that this was not going to be good, but I ignored them because I was just so hungry. So I get to this restaurant. I went there on a Thursday about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm feeling like, hey, it's not going to be a whole big crowd. Maybe I could just give me some quick tacos and then be back out on the road. Boy, was I wrong. This place was trash. When I got there, it took like 5 minutes for them to even take my order, and they only took my order because they saw me turn around and I was about to leave the restaurant. And the person who comes to take my order, of course, is one of our sisters, which was our first indication that this restaurant was going to be trash. When it comes to any type of ethnic food, whether it be Italian, Asian cuisine, or Mexican food, or Spanish food for that matter, they do not hire us. If I see black people in the front of a restaurant that's supposed to specialize in any ethnic food that isn't soul food, or Jamaican food, or barbecue, or African food, you're gonna wonder if you're even in the right place. Well, then I know the food is gonna be trash. So that was the first sign that I ignored. Secondly, when I got up in there, it was a little too well lit. You know, a lot of places where you get like some good Mexican food, it's very simple but clean, and you have a whole bunch of people who are of that culture in that restaurant. Not one Mexican person did I see up in that restaurant at the time. So that was like signs 2 and 3 that it wasn't gonna be good. So they asked me to come back in when they see me leave. Oh, hey, we can take your order. Then they proceed to ignore me, and at this time, it's not even a dozen people in the restaurant. So I'm like, you're not even that busy. Then the server comes back over to me and she's like, hey, you know, today's just really not my day. And then proceeds to not take my order at this point. Like, I don't care about that. I want to get my fish tacos. I don't understand why you couldn't at least say, hey, I apologize. It's not my day, but I'm definitely going to take your order. Just please don't leave. You know, there's a little something going on, but please understand. Like, had they said that, I would have been a whole lot more understanding. Also, with the time you took to tell me this, you could at least taken my order. And then finally, the second server that's on the floor takes my order, and she runs to the back and forth a couple times. Still no tacos coming out. So about the third time that I see her pass me by, meanwhile, she doesn't have any dishes or anything in her hand. She's not like she's serving anyone else. I flag her down and say, hey, excuse me, miss, because I said, you know, I really gotta leave. You know, I can't be staying here. And she's like, no, just give it a couple minutes and it's gonna come out. No apology for the wait. And at this point, we're hitting about the 20-minute mark and no tacos. So I said, you know what, miss, before you leave, can you just change mine to go order? And she said, sure, fine. You know, you got to pay for it before, you know, we bring it out. And I said, sure, no problem. Because again, I was so hungry and I was just like, I just want my food. So that was mistake number 5. I had already paid, so I was locked in. Now I had to wait for these tacos to come. All because I wasn't thinking with my brain, I was thinking with my stomach. This is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Never, ever make decisions about food when you're starving, or even go shopping when you're starving for food, because you'll end up doing the dumbest things. I ended up staying at a place with bad service to get some really trash fish tacos that I didn't even like. And another several minutes go by and still no tacos. And at this point, I'm about to crash out. I'm about 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'. I finally get it. 30 minutes waiting for 3 fish tacos. And let me tell you why these tacos were trash. Look at this taco. Looks like a pregnant fish stick. It looks like these guys ran over to Walmart and they dressed the gardens fisherman. And they brought me like a fish fillet. They literally brought me out that Miss Paul's fish fillet. Like, I could have had a fish fillet from McDonald's and it would have been better than that, which is not where I wanted to go, by the way. I could have literally made a better fish taco than this. This is just one of those fish fillets from Gordon's Fisherman and Miss Paul, just slapped on some tortilla bread with a little bit of red cabbage and some red peppers. No sauces to speak of. This thing tasted straight like baboon hips. Like, it was crazy. It was the most nastiest, most driest fish taco I had ever had in my life. So do yourself a favor. If you get extremely hungry, there are so many other restaurants in that center. I don't know why, but I was hankering for some Mexican food. And make sure that you don't stop at Craft Taco, because the final sign that this was going to be bad was the actual banner ad. Who puts up a banner ad that they are voted the best in Westchester or voted the best anywhere? They probably just got that printed. I don't believe that the Voice said that this was the best taco place. I believe believe that this place was definitely trash. Was not impressed with the service. Garbage. The actual place itself looked nice. It looked like they really had a whole lot of drinks here, but I wasn't there for the drinks, so I can't speak on how the drinks are. Definitely do not recommend this place. It's getting 1 turtle out of 5 for me because it looks more like a Tex-Mex place, but I've had good Tex-Mex and it wasn't even that. The only thing that I can say is that they actually did serve what they call Mexican food in the most loosest definition of what that could actually be. This restaurant is trash. Please avoid it. All I know is that I had a bad time when I went to Craft Taco. Even though my experience at this restaurant left me feeling hangry, making me the hangry turtle, I need y'all to do me one quick favor. Whether you liked my rant or not, make sure that you like, comment, and share this video around. Make sure also to subscribe to the channel, and if you're watching this on TikTok, make sure to drop me a follow. I am the Hungry Turtle, and until next time, stay hungry, fam.